What's up, everybody? Are you overwhelmed by the never-ending supply of depressing bad news? Well, let's refuel our tanks with 7 recent positive stories. This is Giddy News for the month of March 2020. Scotland is on track to hit 100% renewable energy this year, is the Giddy News headline, courtesy of Darna Noor of Gizmodo, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. Scotland is on track to move its energy sector to 100% renewables by the end of this year. Environmental organization Scottish Renewables put together a report tracking the country's renewable progress. It shows Scotland Renewables provided 76% of the electricity consumption based on 2018 data in the report, and the percentage is expected to keep rising and will reach 100% soon. And this is because Scotland is rapidly moving away from fossil fuels. They have completely kicked coal, shutting down the nation's last coal-fired plant in 2016. The nation has been replacing all that dirty energy with renewables. In the first half of 2019, Scotland's wind turbines provided enough energy to power every home in the nation and millions of homes in North England. High school students invent backpack that turns into shelter for the homeless, is the Giddy News headline, courtesy of Luana Stefan with Intelligent Living, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. 2 15-year-old high school students, Adriana Vutrano and Pasha Jones, partnered up for their school science fair. Jones's uncle suffered from mental illness, became homeless, and died on the streets. So the pair decided to create something that can help the homeless. They built a 2-kilogram backpack that transforms into a shelter. The shelter is lined with a space blanket to keep it warm during the cold months. During the hot months, the user can flip the portable house upside down so that the space blanket is on top. The sun will reflect off the space blanket and it will be much cooler inside. The teens went out into the streets of Montreal to test their creation and make sure that it was viable. And now the pair are looking for partners such as government agencies or companies. Alberta Baby Whisperer has fostered 88 children since 1999, is the Giddy News headline, courtesy of Madeline Cummings with CBC News, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. Luther Burbank has earned his Baby Whisperer nickname. He has fostered 88 children, 66 of them babies, since 1999. For 90-day stretches, Luther and his wife Leona care for up to 3 infants at a time through a foster care program. Leona says that Luther's soothing presence calms even the fussiest infants. He became a foster parent after recovering from a serious injury in 1999. Luther said, "Instead of feeling sorry for myself, I got myself back mobile and decided that I should be able to take care of kids." Infants and children have arrived with physical and mental health challenges over the years, but Burbank said challenges are the norm with raising children, no matter where they come from. "You just accept them. You take care and you get it done," Luther said. "That tender love and care is just something that every child needs." Brewery puts local shelter dogs on beer cans to help them get adopted, is the Giddy News headline, courtesy of Wendy Lane with ABC Action News, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. Motorworks Brewing is helping shelter dogs get adopted by putting their faces on beer cans. Barry Elwanger, Motorworks Brewing Director of Sales and Marketing, said, "To commemorate the first can run of our Cruiser Golden Lager, we put 4 adoptable dogs onto the cans to raise awareness for the shelter and money for the shelter as well. Each can has a picture of the dog and says a little something about them." The County Animal Services said the publicity is a huge help because right now they're at nearly twice the capacity. They take in about 15 to 20 new animals every single day. All of the proceeds from the sales are going towards building an additional shelter. Elwanger said, "We just want to continue to raise awareness as well as find these dogs some good homes." Madagascar launches massive planting drive, eyes 60 million trees, is the Giddy News headline, courtesy of, and I'm sorry I'm going to mispronounce the names, Malavika Vayawahare and Valisoa Rasolofomboahangy of Mongabay, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. Madagascar has embarked on its most ambitious tree planting drive yet, aiming to plant 60 million trees in the coming months. The island nation celebrates 60 years of independence this year, and the start of the planting campaign marked 1 year since the inauguration of President André Rajoelina, who has promised to restore Madagascar's lost forests. Madagascar, the oldest island in the world and the fourth largest, is home to an astounding range of plant and animal life. But between 2001 and 2018, it lost about one-fifth of its tree cover. Months of planning and a massive nationwide effort to amass seeds and populate nurseries culminated in the highly publicized launch. Rajolina has said, "The government has the challenge of making Madagascar a green island again. I encourage the people to protect the environment and reforest for the benefit of the future generations." Oregon teen continues fundraising for cancer research after donating Jeopardy winnings, is the Giddy News headline, courtesy of Q13 Fox, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. Avi Gupta, an Oregon teenager who won on Jeopardy, is putting his winnings toward a great cause. Gupta is now a freshman at Columbia University, where he plans to study computer science, and after his Jeopardy episode was taped, Gupta learned that host Alex Trebek is fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So, Gupta donated 10,000 of his winnings to OHSU's Knight Cancer Institute in honor of Trebek. Gupta did some fundraising on his own and multiplied that donation. Gupta said, "I feel very excited that the campaign succeeded to this level. Beyond excited to share today that we've raised over 200,000 for pancreatic cancer. That's over 20 times an increase over my initial donation." Program teaches prisoners coding so that they can land tech jobs once released, is the Giddy News headline courtesy of Alicia Neves of WTXL-ABC, and a link to the source will be included in the description below. According to the Department of Justice, it's estimated 650,000 people will get out of prison this year, but unless they find a way to beat the odds, it's expected that upwards of 83% of them will reoffend and return. However, the Last Mile is using technology to try and solve the issue of mass incarceration. The Last Mile is a program whereby software engineers remote into prisons to teach inmates computer coding. Once they learn the skills and are released, the former inmates are connected with tech companies like Google, Slack, and Facebook, and in its 10 years of existence, there has been zero recidivism among the Last Mile's nearly 100 graduates. On average, it costs about $75,000 a year to house a prisoner in a state like California, but it only costs about $5,000 for a prisoner to go through the Last Mile program. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have a positive news story that you'd like for me to share, please include a link in the comments below. And until next time, thanks for watching.